part of our neighborhood series, I am standing in the Gulch, a neighborhood that's close to downtown Nashville. It's a relatively new neighborhood, about 10 years old. This is a work, live, play environment. So lots of condos, apartments, Class A office spaces, eateries, shopping, things to do. This is an amazing neighborhood in Nashville. It's definitely one of the most visited neighborhoods also. Today we're talking about the food scene in the Gulch. Let's start with breakfast. Milk and Honey is one of the best places to get an early morning meal. They open at 7 a.m. They have a great selection of coffee, bagels, and breakfast items. And I would say they are my favorite in the Gulch. And the reason for that, their competitor in the Gulch is Biscuit Love. I've just had very inconsistent experiences with Biscuit Love. Honestly, I've had a lot of biscuits in my life. If you can't tell by my size, I love biscuits and I love fried chicken. And people rave about Biscuit Love, and Biscuit Love is a very bland place. And for breakfast, if I'm craving that early morning meal, I come here to Milk and Honey at 7 a.m. and get a great cup of coffee and just enjoy my time here for breakfast. On Saturdays and Sundays here in the Gulch, this is the brunch destination of the city. You have numerous restaurants for that. Milk and Honey is just to name one. You have Burger Republic. You have my personal favorite for brunch is Party Fowl, and they have an amazing, amazing brunch. And then if you're looking for lunch throughout the week, you have Del Frisco's, you have Peg Leg Porker, you had City Fire, which is a pizza house. The lunch experience is going to be completely different on the weekdays and then on the weekends. On the weekdays, you're going to have a lot more business professionals coming in and having business meetings. On the weekdays, you're going to have more tourists coming in to experience the incredible food scene here in the Gulch. You cannot go wrong for any meal here in the Gulch because there's so much diversity when it comes to meals. You can get steak, you can get Chinese, you can get pizza, you can get barbecue, you can get biscuits, and the diversity of food in the Gulch is probably the most diverse in the city of Nashville. The coffee scene in the Gulch is amazing. Right behind me, off of Deming and 13th, is Kona Espresso Bar. This is the only espresso bar in Nashville that I know of personally. So let's talk about some other coffee options here in the Gulch. You have Killabrew, which is in the Thompson Hotel. We featured them in the best hot chocolates here in the city of Nashville. Then you have Barista Parlor, Golden Sound, which is right in the heart of the middle of the Gulch. And then you also have Starbucks, and you have Milk and Honey, and you have a few more coffee shops in the Gulch, with a total of 6 coffee shops. Talking about beverages is a juice bar called I Love Juice Bar. Right here on M Street or McGavick Street, in the heart of the Gulch, right behind me is a beautiful building called Union Station, built in 1900. It was the original train station for the city of Nashville until about the 1980s. And now it's used as a hotel ran by Marriott. So let's talk about dinner here in the Gulch. So one of the best dinner restaurants here in the Gulch is going to be Can Prime. This is the premium steakhouse here in the city of Nashville, and it's right in the heart of the Gulch. Also on M Street, you have a lot of other restaurants. So you have San Anejo, which is a Mexican-American fusion restaurant. You have Whiskey Kitchen, which is a Americano type whiskey service bar and food. Then you have Virago, which serves sushi. Then you have Adele's, which is a farm-to-table restaurant. And you can't go wrong with this brand new restaurant in the Gulch called STK Nashville. It's a new steakhouse here in the Gulch. Make sure to go check out the list below to see all of the dinner options in the Gulch. Let's talk about late night here in the Gulch. Right behind me is Bar Louie. This is a chain that's all throughout the United States, but they have a great happy hour. They also have some great selections of drinks. And let's walk a little bit for a second. Most of your late night bars are also going to be some of your dinner locations. So right behind me now is the Pub. That's another great late night place. If you're looking for a rooftop experience here in the Gulch, make sure to go to the Thompson Hotel to LA Jackson. Some of the difference with late night here in the Gulch between Broadway and Midtown Nashville is this is more of a sit-down place where you go, you sit down, you get a cocktail, and you hang out with your friends. Downtown Nashville is going to have a lot of country music and a lot of standing room only, because that's where a lot of people that are visiting the city of Nashville go. Midtown is going to be more of your college bars and your local bar scene. So the Gulch is definitely different during the late night than those other two areas of town. But the Gulch has one of the best late night activities and places in the city of Nashville. In closing, this is the food scene in the Gulch. Right behind me is Biscuit Love, and I just want to talk about the line for a second. I've heard the line getting up to 2 hours long for very mediocre food, and I just want to save you guys time instead of waiting in line here. So if you're looking for a great breakfast place in the Gulch, make sure to go check out Milk and Honey. I'm Stuart Deming with XPLR.NASH. Make sure to go follow us on Instagram, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that bell for post notifications on when we post videos. Thank you for exploring with us.